most memorable epiphany in your life? Does it have any special characteristics? Indeed, we come across epiphanies in each and every single day of our life. We stumble upon an incomprehensible questions, like a physics problem, or for parents, a question from your children. Eventually, the solution bursts into sight. However, we don't seem to know in what circumstances epiphany strikes. Let's crack this together. Before I start, let's play a game. Picture a candle, a box of matches, and a box of thumbtacks in your mind. Your task is to fix the candle onto the corkboard in a way it won't drip wax onto anything below it. Give yourself a moment to think about it. We'll return to the solution once I finish talking about the brain. According to research entitled Neuroactivity, when people solve problems with insights, there is an increase of activity found in the right cerebral hemisphere where we use epiphany to solve problems. In particular, the increase of activity was found in the right hemisphere, anterior superior temporal gyrus. Now back to the problem. Anyone think of the solution?
Use the match to burn a hole in the corkboard, fix the candle on, and then burn the ball of the candle so the wax sticks to the corkboard.
Yes, that might work as well. And we empty the box of thumbtacks and use the box to fix it on the corkboard and place the candle inside and light it. So the purpose of the candle problem is to show that epiphany are more likely required to solve the problem instead of logical thinking. Moving on, in ancient Rome, there's a story that depicts the Greek mathematician Archimedes and his boundless ingenuity. These are all Archimedes. A king resolved to place a golden crown in a temple that had offered to the gods. He summoned the best goldsmith in the entire kingdom and supplied him with gold. The goldsmith returned with an exquisite crown that delivered the king's standard. The king was delighted, but afterwards a charge was made that gold had been extracted and that equivalent weights of silver had been added in the manufacture of the crown. This made the king very angry. The king appointed Archimedes to investigate the matter. Archimedes pondered the matter with it while he was taking part. When you immerse himself in the water ran out, naturally, of course. The more he immersed himself in the water, the more water ran out. He figured out that he can find the volume of the golden crown by displacing water and weighing the golden crown to find the mass of it and calculate the density and find out and compare it to the density of gold. Who could have predicted that an irrelevant bathtub was the key to unravel the entire allegation? Indeed, the essence of epiphany is unpredictability. You will not realize one until epiphany hits you. You may think it's a gibberish, but it's not. The more you intend to anticipate one, the more epiphany will evade you. Years ago, I used to hate studying and learning. I didn't seem to care regardless of how poor my academic performance was. I would hand in all my homeworks on time, but that's it. I'll not do anything further, like sit still and do a full revision. Examination was the toughest part. My parents supervised me with my study, but there would be resistance and ended in a full-out war. They even tried to reward me if I ever do a full revision, and I even excelled in my exams, but that didn't work. This nightmare ended before a gigantic exam, an examination which would determine the school that I would be allocated to. My brain just snapped. I could not continue to be like this. If not, my future would be ruined. So then I started to rebuild my foundations and excelled in my exams. I'd like to bring attention to the reward part, that my parents like to reward me if I ever do a full revision, but that doesn't work. Yes, rewards are very powerful, but they don't work in many cases. I like to reference a TED talk by Daniel Pink, which is the puzzle of motivation. Rewards, we all like to use rewards or incentives to boost the tasks we do, but they don't work in so many cases. Daniel Pink said this: rewards by their very nature narrow our focus, concentrate the mind, that's why they work in so many cases. But they don't work in stimulating epiphanies. When you're doing a task that is related to creativity, or maybe you're in the process of brainstorming, rewards would distract your mind, that you'll be thinking how to get the reward instead of really thinking about giving out ideas or finishing the task. So, for conclusion, epiphanies are unpredictable, non-incentivized, mysterious in nature, spontaneous, and require a spacious mind. Epiphanies come and go all the time. As long as you have a spacious mind, they'll eventually find their way into you. Thank you.